Hey Scorpio, how's it going? How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. If this is your first time checking out Truly Divine's channel, what is up? I'm Amy. If you're returning, welcome back. This is your weekend message for December 20th to 22nd. Before I start, I just want to wish you guys all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in case I do not come back on and say that. So with that, this weekend's really interesting for you guys. I feel like with the Moon card coming up as your first card, you guys are going to be surrounded by people who are lying to you. I feel like a lot of deceit. I feel like you have to be careful about who you're talking to, who you trust. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of anxiety going on. So I don't know if you're about to meet someone's about to walk into your life, and it's like all that past pain and hurt just comes to the surface. But you do need to watch who's around you. You do need to watch who you're talking to, because I don't feel like everyone who's around you has your best interest at heart, Scorpio. But you do, like, Spirit's just saying, like, look, we're showing you all this stuff right now, but you don't see what's behind the scenes. So if something doesn't feel right in your intuition, there's red flags, totally go for it. Like, listen to that. But if you know that you don't want to take a next step with someone or meet new people or start a relationship because based on your past experiences, if Spirit is presenting you with new opportunities, new romances, and you're not taking that because you're afraid that they're going to end up like everyone else, Spirit just wants you to know that, look, like, you don't know what is going on behind the scenes. So you just need to trust and understand that the universe has a plan for you, and just to go with that, okay? So I get being afraid. I get having anxiety when it comes to something new, but just hang in there because I think it'll pay off. But do watch your surroundings, because again, not everyone around you has your best interests. All right. But you guys are, with the death card coming up, like, something is completely ending. So I don't know if you walked away from someone, if someone walked away from you, but something is ending. So something new can start, transformations are happening. And I just feel like whatever the close chapter that you just walked away from, I feel like, honestly, it was probably maybe one of the hardest chapters that you've had to go through. Like, I feel like you are releasing a lot of pain, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. Like, when you close that door over here, like, that is over here. And it's like you don't even want to relive it. You don't want to think about it. It was a lesson learned. And now you're ready to go into a new beginning. And that's kind of what I'm picking up, is that this weekend you're going to be, I wouldn't say like too much in your head, but you're going to be thinking about all the things that you have learned from your past relationships, past friendships, whatever the case is, when to move it into a new one. It's like, you know what you need to do, you know what you want, you know your worth, you know your value, and you're not going to put up with the same shit going into a new relationship that you did previously. That's what I heard. And I mean, with the Fool card coming up, this just, again, signifies that there is a new beginning here. You're going to have options. You're going to, you have to find a balance when it comes to things, because you're going to be juggling this again. So that could even be a couple of people coming through, and you kind of have to pick, okay, well, who's the best choice for me, right? So big changes are happening for Scorpio. Definitely big changes with the Knight of Swords. I feel like you guys are charging after what you want. I feel like there's two stories here. You guys are charging after what you want because you know that this is what I want. I'm not going to settle for it. I'm not going to settle for anything less than what I deserve. Or someone's coming towards you because they like what they see. They want you, right? You guys could be dealing with an air sign, because the Knight of Swords represents air. So it's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you guys could be dealing with one of those signs. And it's kind of like you're looking at the air sign and you're like, damn, like, I want a piece of that. Like, I want that back, or I want that connection. And it's kind of like you're charging towards them or they're charging towards you. But there is a connection. There is two people coming together this weekend. You need to rise above all your past pain and all your past hurt with a high priced risk. I feel like take this leap of faith, because if you don't, you're going to regret it. I really feel like that. If there's a connection, if there's an offer, if there's a commitment of love coming through, and you don't take it because you're afraid of what your the past repeating itself, you will regret it, because you cannot go into every relationship thinking that it's going to be the same as your ex, because that's the negative, that's the energy that you bring into, and you don't want to do that. Okay. So take a leap of faith and find a balance. Balance your emotions this weekend, because I do feel like a lot is coming in for Scorpio, and I do feel like you need to just know yourself. We have the Chariot with the Queen of Wands. So this tells me you're growing. This tells me you're changing. This tells me, you're getting a backbone. This tells me you're working on yourself. This tells me you're letting go. You're healing. you're taking a different approach, you're taking a different focus. It's like you don't want to live where you've been living. And I mean that rhetorically. It's kind of like you're tired of living in the past. You're tired of repeating the same cycle. So it's like you need to change, and you've been changing. And I feel like this weekend's going to bring about a new love or a new romance. That's what I keep hearing. And someone's coming towards you. And with the Lovers card coming up as your last card, Scorpio, it just tells me that this is like a soulmate connection, a twin flame connection. This person is meant to come into your life. They're either meant to stay here for the long term, or they're meant to come in and teach you a lesson. But it's like you got to know that you're worthy of it. You got to know that this right here is what you've been working hard for. It's what you've been manifesting. And I feel like, again, some big changes are happening, guys. And like, I can't be more proud of, all the hard work you guys have been doing. But, let the things that need to fall. Be very careful about your surroundings and who you talk to, who you approach to this weekend. But just know that, what, all is truly well, Scorpio. I don't really see too much negativity, I guess would be the word. All right, so I'm sending you guys all love and light. Again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys again soon.